Welcome to my channel, Sobriety, your pathway to authentic living. My name is Patricia and I'm a sober girly. So you might be wondering what the breaking news is, and that is big alcohol wants you to think that you have to drink. And the big news is that you actually don't have to. There are many reasons why, but yeah, let me just dive in and share with you a little bit about my personal journey, because everyone's is different. So if you are sober curious, in recovery right now yourself, or still in active addiction, stay tuned and hang out with me for a little bit, because you might learn something and hopefully you'll take away some information. It started in college. I was just a regular college girl with lots of friends. I worked at a nightclub, so binge drinking was an average thing that I was doing, 3 to 4 times a week. And probably a lot of people can relate to this, and you don't think it can happen to you. You don't think you're gonna wake up one day and start questioning your relationship with alcohol, because it's just college and you're having fun and you're drinking and everybody does it, right? So yeah, for a long time, you're just kind of in this headspace of there's no problem here. And that's where I was. I was in denial for a very long time. And for me, I am diagnosed with autism and ADHD. So being incredibly neurodivergent, I was using alcohol as a crutch and a way to mask kind of my symptoms of autism and ADHD. And you go to a party, and I think at my core I'm very introverted personally, so having a few drinks would allow me to get out of my shell and make friends, and woo, I become the woo girl. And yeah, so that's kind of how the cycle started for me, was masking heavily. Yeah, been sober for just under 16 months now. It's been an incredible journey, and yes, it is hard. Recovery is hard. There's no way around it, but there are ways of coping with it that will work best for you. For me personally, I dove into a lot of books, audiobooks with Alan Carr, and then also one of my favorite authors during my first year of sobriety is Catherine Gray. So she wrote The Unexpected Joy of Being Sober. And this gave me a lot of insight as to who I am and my behaviors and my history and my cycle and my patterns, and what kind of, was keeping me there. And she puts a really funny twist on it. So I really appreciated that. And then of course I followed up with Sunshine Warm Sober by Catherine Gray as well. That book's a little wrecked. I do my reading in the bathtub. Sometimes I drop it in by accident, just full disclosure. This one is the Sober Diaries by Claire Pooley. So that's another one that I recommend. And yeah, so other than reading, a lot of meditation, practicing mindfulness, and another thing I did was attend AA. AA is not for everyone. It's not going to be part of everyone's journey, and that's okay. For me, it was part of my journey, and I thought it was helpful. I had my first meeting on January 6th, 2023, and I was terrified. So if you are feeling curious about going to it and you're feeling scared too, you are not alone. We are all scared. And I actually bawled my eyes out in that very first meeting. So I've got my book here. We call it the Big Book, with the 12 steps. And I won't go into that further because this is not an AA meeting. But yeah, definitely something to explore. It was helpful for me. It was great to have a sense of community and support, and everyone is, coming together for the same reason, which is to stay sober for another 24 hours. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I hope that we can find a sense of community together. and that you'll continue coming back so that we can learn more about each other. And yeah, thanks so much.
You're gonna be